EastEnders finally reveals Christmas killer and who is dead in massive twist. After months of speculation and fan theories galore, EastEnders has finally put us out of our misery, confirming that it's Keanu Taylor who died on Christmas Day, with Linda Carter being responsible for the murders. The unidentified corpse was seen lying on the floor of the Queen Vic. Sharon, who was wearing a wedding dress, checked the character's pulse, confirming that he was dead, with viewers left in shock as they quickly theorized who it could be that dies and which of the ladies, now known as the Six, were to blame for his death. The subsequent months have seen each respective matriarch clash with at least one male character each, before EastEnders narrowed down the possibilities to Jack Branning, Nish Panesar, Dean Wicks, Phil Mitchell, Keanu Taylor, Ravi Gulati and Rocky Cotton. And after months of waiting, we finally know who it is. The Christmas Day offering of the serial proved as eventful as we'd hoped, with Sharon and Keanu's wedding setting the scene for it all. Keanu was on cloud nine, readying himself to marry the love of his life, but Bernie Taylor proved to be his undoing as, after he uninvited her from the wedding, she decided to inform Phil all about her brother's role in Orby's kidnap. Phil, raging, stormed over the church, where he spilled the beans to horrified Sharon, who retaliated by smacking Keanu so hard that she drew blood. The blood in question ended up on her dress, which answers the question of whose blood was on her frock in the flash-forward sequence. Keanu followed Sharon to the vestry, pleading with her to give him another chance, but Sharon took great pleasure in tearing his world apart as she revealed that Orby isn't actually his son, but rather he's Phil's. The announcement was overheard by Phil, who was taken aback, while Keanu remained devastated. In a bid to rescue Sharon from all the drama, Linda took her by the hand and led her out of the church. Kathy, meanwhile, was struggling to sit in the church with Rocky after what he did to her in destroying her cafe and nearly killing her grandchildren, and therefore she decided to accompany Linda and Sharon back to the Vic, with a frustrated Denise, who was fed up over Jack's attitude, following suit. Elsewhere, Ravi found himself facing Nish's wrath, with Patriarch Nish accusing him of having betrayed him by not killing Eve when he had the chance and, in a bid to stop Suki from leaving, he used Vinny to manipulate her into coming over to the house. Suki was trapped. Unable to sit at the table any longer, the matriarch attempted to escape, but Nish proceeded to corner her, ordering to stop disobeying him. Ravi ultimately came to the rescue, apprehending Nish long enough to allow Suki time to escape into the square, where she reunited with Stacy, who took her to the Vic for safety. The Six were finally brought together. In the Vic, Sharon lamented over her history with men, while Kathy and Denise struggled with their own situations concerning their respective husbands. Suki, meanwhile, filled her fellow women in on controlling Nish and, in powerful scenes, she bravely came out, revealing that she's in a relationship with Eve, with her female friends, all proving supportive. Struggling with her alcoholism, Linda retired to her bedroom, where she sought solace in a bottle of booze, unaware that Dean, who had obtained entry to the pub earlier, was lurking nearby. Meanwhile, Nish was lured to the Vic, as the women stood up for Suki. As Nish attacked Suki, Denise smashed a bottle over his head, knocking him to the ground. Keanu burst in, determined to get to Orby. When Sharon stood in his way, he throttled her, and Linda had no choice but to stab him to death. Suki found that Nish was alive, but Keanu definitely was not.
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của